Hey everyone, it seemed like a lot of people had trouble doing the Statcrunch assignment from week 4, so I thought I'd show you a quick video of how to do it on Statcrunch. This will save some of you from doing it by hand with the formulas. So real quick, we'll take a look. There's a couple of ways to figure out how many people gained weight. One way to do that is to just examine the weights from September to April. So if you look at the first person, you'll see that they had a 72-pound weight and then they were at 59, so this shows that their weight decreased. So this person right here would not qualify as gaining weight during their freshman year. So that's one of the ways you can go through each person and figure out if they gained weight. I'm kind of lazy, so I didn't want to do that, so I was going to get a column. Sorry, you're going to have to excuse my daughter from she's making noise. I'm going to get the Statcrunch to actually compute the differences for me, and then I will know if a person gained weight by just looking at the number that's in this column. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just subtract the two numbers, the weight in September from the weight in April. So I'm going to build an expression to do that. So I'll just do weight in September minus the weight in April. And then what's going to happen is it's going to store those values in that variable 6 column. So I'll hit enter here and compute, and you'll see all of these different values. Now if you see a positive number, that means that the person actually didn't gain weight, but they lost weight during their freshman year. So if you look at the first person in row 1, they were at 72 in September and then at 59 in April, so that means that they lost 13 pounds, which is why you're seeing a positive number here. So there's a couple of ways to handle this. You can just go through and count them. So if you go through and count, remember we're looking for people that gained weight, so that means that we would have a negative number in this column. So this person, number 19, this person gained 1 unit, whatever these are in. So this person would qualify for being a gained weight person. So what you would do is you go through and find out how many negatives you had. If you count through all of these, I counted up 45 out of the 67 people. So I'm just going to scroll down and act like I counted all those. So you'll see there's 67 people and 45 gained weight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to stat. I'm going to go to proportion stats, right? Because we're talking about a proportion. Even though this was a quantitative variable, the question was qualitative, asking if the person gained weight. So we're going to go one sample. This is with summary. Even though we have the data, we know that 45 out of the 67 gained weight. So I'm just going to hit with summary, and then a success was somebody that gained weight, so that's 45 people. There were 67 people total, and we want a confidence interval. We're going to leave all this. It was at 0.95. That's a 95% confidence interval. So we're going to compute that, and you'll see the confidence interval is here. Our confidence interval is actually the last two numbers, the lower limit and the upper limit, and these are proportions which you can convert to percentages. So the confidence interval is from 55.9% to 78.4%. Now the second question on the Statcrunch was, do you have enough evidence to say that a majority of people gained weight during their freshman year? Well, first off, you have to understand what a majority is. So if you go with the common definition of majority, meaning anything over 50%, so we'll say 51 or higher, you'll notice that no value that was, let me say this again, all of the values that are in the confidence interval are majorities. So the smallest value that wouldn't be considered a majority is 50%, but it's not in the confidence interval. So in this case, we would have enough evidence to say that a majority of freshmen do gain weight within their freshman year. Alright guys, so I hope this helped. Again, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Other than that, I look forward to your other assignments. Always let me know if you have questions about Statcrunch.